I mean, everything is just slowed down pretty much. Because of rules and regulations, especially in the state of California where I live. It's become very minimum, very much almost like a private class scenario, where it's maybe one on ones or two on ones type of thing. Um, but other than that, I've never really stopped training. It's just been minimal.
All right. How do you plan on continuing the long and storied Gracie legacy in this fight with Trevor Good?
Well, I mean, if I told you what was going to happen, man, if I could predict the future like that, I say let's go to Vegas.
I understand, but any thoughts on him as an opponent before I let you go?
I mean, he is a very tall, he is a very lengthy guy, so I will have to keep an eye out for that. Definitely.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go to Matthew.
Hey, brother, how you doing today?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, good. My question is to you. Of course, you're coming from the Gracie lineage, of course. What do you prefer more, training in the gi, like traditional gi, or training no gi jiu-jitsu?
I personally like to keep it very traditional. I like to train in the gi. But again, it just depends on the scenario, depends what you're training for. Uh, Even for an MMA fight, I'll stay about 50%, 60% of the time in a gi. But as closer we get to the fight, I have to start taking the gi off and, start wearing just shorts and stuff like that, and t-shirts, just because it's more realistic.
Most definitely. That's all I got for you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, move on to Dunna.
Hey mate, how's it going?
Hi, how are you?
Not too bad. Physically, how are you feeling at the moment? I know you've had a couple of injuries now. How are you? How are you doing physically?
I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. This is gonna be a good fight.
You were out of the last one with some sort of an injury. Could you explain to us what exactly happened there and how your recovery has gone?
It was an injury, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But it's going good. This is gonna be a good fight, like I said.
What's next for you if you win this fight? Obviously, with people like yourself who have names coming into the sport, will always be talked about as pushing up the ranks, maybe jumping spots from other fighters. What do you see as next for you after supposedly you win on Thursday?
Well, I'll fight anybody Bellator puts in front of me. So, after I win this Thursday, we'll see what the next plan is. Where we're gonna go from here.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, of course.
All right, move on to Santiago.
Hello, Mr. Gracie. Boa tarde. Greetings from Amsterdam. Is your father going to be in your corner?
Yes, of course. He's always in my corner.
And then last thing for me, do you think jiu-jitsu and MMA is a different thing? And what do you think about the evolution of jiu-jitsu in this modern MMA game?
Well, I think that in order for you to successfully practice MMA, you need to know some kind of jiu-jitsu, right? You can't go into a fight without learning boxing, because how are you gonna, throw punches? It doesn't, or kickboxing or Muay Thai. You understand what I'm saying? So I think in order to complete your full MMA circle, jiu-jitsu has to be one of the martial arts that you don't need to practice all the time, but you do need to learn, even if it is minimal, like I said.
Good luck on fight night, sir.
Thank you.
Go to Ben.
Hi, Khonry. So I heard in the past somewhere that you've been doing a lot of boxing training with the great Freddie Roach. Number one, how did that come around? And with the pandemic going on, when was the last time you were able to actually get any work in with him?
Well, actually, I trained at Freddie Roach's gym, but I trained under a guy named Marvin Somodio, who is kind of like Freddie Roach's apprentice in a way. He learned everything from Freddie. He We've been doing one-on-ones, so just private lessons, private classes, just because of the pandemic, and I can't really go to any gyms currently. So
Okay. And as we just mentioned there, you've obviously trained in every single aspect of mixed martial arts thoroughly, but obviously the Gracie name is synonymous with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I'm sure you've been rolling since you were in diapers. Do you feel obligated to go in there and fight the Gracie way, or do you just want to go in there and show the full range of your skill sets?
I don't feel obligated to fight the Gracie way. I just choose to I prefer to use jiu-jitsu than any other martial art.
Thank you, sir.
All right, and our final question will come from Simon Romero.
Hey, Khonry, how's it going today?
Good. How are you?
I wish I was doing as well as you, but I have this one question here. Who wins the jiu-jitsu matches here, you or Dad?
It'll always be him. He'll always have a trick up his sleeve.
So they're never close at all?
No, never.
All right, perfect. So that's all I have for you today. Good luck on Thursday night.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Khonry.
Thanks.